Kaboom!
Cop.
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric. Inside that camper is my wife, Marissa. We've spent the last 3 years full-timing in this truck camper behind me, all over the US, Baja, and Canada. And today is the first day we've ever had a full-on blowout. So we were driving home from a beautiful weekend in Breckenridge with our friends Dalton and Amanda, and sure enough, I heard kaboom! Our 41-inch tire that I had been warned about by my friend Dalton was gonna blow up, blew up. So now today we're gonna show you how we're gonna get out of this situation despite having only some sort of a plan. Before we picked up the camera, I had already gotten started on undressing the camper in order to get at our spare tire. Our spare tire is wedged in between the headache rack of the truck and the camper itself. In order to move the camper, we need to get the jack legs out from behind the toolboxes. As you can see, we've already pulled it out of there. Gotta do the same on the other side. We're gonna start jacking this truck up, get the tire off. Got about a 40-inch drop in order to get that tire off of the back. And then we're gonna have to figure out a way to get the dead tire back up on the headache rack and behind the camper. So let's get to this before it gets dark. And just to go with the agony of a flat tire, it's beginning to rain. Hopefully it slows up and doesn't pour on us while we're dealing with this spare tire exchange here. The boxes are relatively easy to get off by design. The goal is we need to move the camper backwards by about 8 inches or whatever the maximum amount of hose and cable we have here for our diesel heater. Move that backwards and hopefully we can sneak this spare out. Well, as you can see, we've got enough gap space here for the tire to get out while still leaving our diesel heater plumbed into the truck's fuel tank because we left enough space for that. And now all we got to do is figure out how we're going to safely corral this 200 or so pound spare tire out of here. So the game plan is we're going to take this ratchet strap, loop it through the tire, and then through this D-ring here, and hopefully control it that way in terms of its fall to the ground. Push it towards me too much. Slow. Are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm holding it at the bottom.
Okay, just making sure. Let it go. Right there, bang. Well, we got it off. Let's make sure the tire pressure is full before we get going.
Look how tall this tire is next to me. It basically comes up to higher than my waist.
You can feel it actually starting to pick the camper up off the ground.
I can see it.
Just by the resistance in the jack. Marissa just confirmed she can see it's getting picked up, so that's why we carry a 20-ton bottle jack. People ask me, why do you carry 2 jacks? Well, this is exactly why I carry 2 jacks. The one bottle jack was high enough to get the truck up off the ground, but it ran out of throw before I got it high enough that I would be able to get the spare tire on. So in order to change things up, I needed this 6x6 underneath. So now we've got a 12-ton jack and a 20-ton jack working in tandem to lift this truck up so we can get our tires on and off. Yeah, that'll probably do it. It might even have to come down a little bit. This thing's a little bit high. You can see it's pretty high up on the axle hub. Gonna try and gently lower this down a little bit. Marissa, can you come watch this and tell me when this thing is low enough that it's gonna go in, you know, from the axle through that hole in the hub of the wheel?
Yeah. Good. It's starting to go in. Maybe a little tiny bit lower.
Okay, we'll try and go just a little bit more.
Okay, it's on.
Okay.
It's at the top of it.
Let's see how it goes.
Top.
Oh, that's nice of them. Should I approach him or should I stay right? How are we doing, sir? Yeah, big old blowout. But
Yeah, we're almost done putting it back together.
cool, thank you.
At least you got a spare and all the...
Yeah, this is the first one we've had to do in 3 years.
Full timing, yeah.
So,
That's pretty good.
yeah, pretty good ratio.
Yeah.
The biggest nuisance, as you can see, is we got to move the camper back in order to get the spare tire out from where I keep it.
And we don't leave the legs on it.
Yeah, the legs are usually stored in there. Well, it looks like for the duration of our struggle here, we're gonna have a police escort keeping us safe so we don't get rear-ended, which we greatly appreciate. Super nice guy. Stopped in, made sure we were okay, if we needed anything. But as you can see, we got the spare tire back on the truck. Marissa's looking for the torque wrench. The thing I'm most scared of is this tire doesn't have a valve stem, like at all. It's got a spot where I think one should go, but the fear there is if this tire is not very well inflated, we're f***ed. But thankfully it's only a few miles into Buena Vista and I got a buddy who lives there, so I could probably crash at his place and then hit a tire shop in the morning. Under the back seat, your side, I think. I'm like, I'll stop here and see if he's got anything here. Have you ever seen a tire, like, or lack of valve like that? I can't find a valve stem anywhere. So my next concern,
You can't find one that fits that?
No,
On the tire?
I just was hoping that,
like none in it.
yeah, I
Well,
don't.
somebody probably.
So my concern is, like, I'm gonna get this on the ground. I have a compressor.
Okay.
But
well, if all else fails, I have an emergency we can put in. Emergency valve.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that'd be cool. If we need to, yeah.
And I have a compressor.
Sweet. This is not gonna be strong enough.
Is that yours or his?
It's mine. Okay, not gonna be strong enough. So every time that we have to raise and lower the jack legs, it seems like the internal timer shuts off. So Marissa's got to crawl her way in there, which, as you can see, there's not much room once you back the camper off. But she gets in there and then resets the button for me so that I have another few seconds of runtime. Okay, time to pull the truck forward and set this camper back down. That's good. You're up against the tire. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Is there anything I can do to help, or just be patient?
I think
I'm here for you if you need anything.
we're in pretty good shape.
Well, I kind of put the camera away a little bit when people came around, but we've now got everything loaded back up and got the spare tire on. Got the old tire smushed in between the camper where the other one was. Check it out. Tire back where it belongs. Full-size spare on there. The only thing we didn't get to confirm was the tire pressure because there's no valve stem on it. How do you fill it? Well, it's like a female recessed valve stem. So we're gonna try and figure that out at O'Reilly's, but overall, I think this took us about 2, maybe 3 hours. I can't find my keys. That's what I'm looking for in a panic. Either way, we're gonna let you guys go here. Big thanks for watching this video on us changing a spare tire on the side of the road. Hopefully we won't have to do it again, but this also means that we now are about to spend $4,000 on new tires. So stay tuned.